Every book begins with a moment that matters. And in your best-selling book, we call this your movie moment. What is the opening scene of the movie of your life? This is the opening of your book. And it could be a time that you learned an unexpected lesson. It could be an epic fail when you felt completely mortified, or a time when you felt scared or proud. It could be an ordinary day that just stuck with you for reasons that you couldn't explain at the time and you only figured out later. But likely it's an event that somehow changed your life. Once you have this movie moment that's going to be the opening to your book, that's where you start. You want to suck people in the present moment, not with statistics, not with the blah, blah, blah about my background and have a PhD and da-da-da-da-da, but drop us into that moment. And once you're there, set the scene. Where are you? Who is there? What are you wearing? What does it smell like? What's the weather like? What are the details? The specifics are what make your story sticky. And ironically, even though it makes it more specific, it also makes it more universal. Next, describe the feeling. It's not just about, I was ringing the bell at the New York Stock Exchange, or that first time that I tried surfing. It's really the feeling that it evoked for you. Because again, this is where you're going to connect with your readers. You're going to connect with your readers on the emotion, the feeling of what's going on. So be sure to talk about the feeling that it created inside you. And number 3, share the insight. What did you learn? What shifted? How did this transform you? Now, once you have cultivated some of those critical moments, you start to jot them down. You don't even have to sit at your computer and type. You could just talk into your phone and use AI to transcribe your voice. That is the beginning of your book. This is the kind of tips and tricks that I teach in your best-selling book, my highly acclaimed 8-week course taught in cohort with no more than 10 inspiring individuals. Our next cohort runs from September 29th to November 21st. It's 8 weeks. You get access to a bunch of really amazing videos where I have poured all of my knowledge from almost 30 years as a professional writer. And then there are a bunch of interviews with experts, like top book PR people and literary agents and authors who've been on the journey before you. So you can watch those videos anytime you want. You can start today. Sign up today and get going with those videos right away. And then there are the weekly workshops, and these are so juicy. This is where we come together to share our movie moments, to share our struggles, what's challenging us, how do we stay motivated, how do we move past writer's block and imposter syndrome, and we support and cheerlead one another and actually workshop our material. Then we also have 8 hours every week, 1 hour of open office hours where I'm just hanging out there, available for you to drop in whenever you want and ask your questions. It's really valuable time. We can also take a look at what you're writing and I can get you feedback on that. But in addition to this, you get 2 1-hour private coaching sessions with me, May Fox, your book coach, one in advance so you can get going on the right track with your book, and one after the course has ended for me to edit it and make sure that it's really polished and ready to go, or if you have a book proposal to submit to a literary agent or publisher. Not only that, but if you sign up by September 7th, you will get a free hour AI workshop with Jen Tate, one-on-one, just you and Jen, my chief creative officer, best friend, and extremely competent ghostwriter who's also made and edited films and documentaries before. And she's totally up to speed on all the latest AI tools, and she'll teach you how you can use AI to really make the book writing process more efficient without losing that authentic touch. Join us in your best-selling book. This may be our last cohort ever, so if you've been thinking about it and you're just not sure the time is right, now is the time. Now is the time for you to jump on board. September 29th to November 21st. Just shoot me a DM, let me know. We'll get you signed up for a free 30-minute strategy session to nail the topic of your book. I hope to see you inside.